Hello everyone, this is Sahiti from ECEB. My roll number is 20BQ1A0493. Today I am going to explain about dielectrics. Generally, solids are classified as conductors, semiconductors, and insulators. Insulators are also referred as dielectrics. So, dielectrics are widely used in electrical applications. So, there are different kinds of properties for dielectrics. In dielectrics, di stands for 2 and electric stands for charges. There are two types of dielectrics. When electric field is applied, dielectrics are polarized depending on the atomic structure. Dielectrics are classified into two types. They are non-polar dielectrics and polar dielectrics. There are different kinds of dielectric properties like applied electric field, DC electric field, AC electric field, gives permittivity in medium, vacuum, and relative permittivity, and dielectric displacement or flux density, and dipole moment polarizability, which gives Lorentz force, Coulombic forces, susceptibility, etc. So, electric dipole moment. It is denoted by mu. The product of charge and distance between two charges is called electric dipole moment. Mu is equal to Q into R. Q stands for charge and R is the distance between the two charges. Units for electric dipole moment is Coulomb meter or dBi. Electric susceptibility. The electric susceptibility Xi is defined as the ratio of polarization vector to the applied electric field E. Xi is equal to P by E. Xi has no units. P is equal to Xi into E, where Xi is equal to epsilon R minus 1. There are various polarization processes. When the specimen is placed inside a DC electric field, polarization is due to four types of processes. 1. Electronic polarization. Second one is ionic polarization. Third one is orientation polarization. Fourth one is space charge polarization. First one, electronic polarization. When an electric field is applied to an atom, positively charged nucleus displaces in the direction of field and the electrons could move in opposite direction. This kind of displacement will produce an electric dipole within the atom. That is, dipole moment is proportional to the magnitude of field strength and is given by mu E is equal to alpha E into E, where alpha E is called electronic polarizability constant. So, it increases with increase of volume of the atom. This kind of polarization is mostly exhibited in monoatomic gases. So, it occurs only at optical frequencies like 10 power 15 Hz, and it is independent of temperature. Let sigma be the charge density of the sphere. Take sigma is equal to minus Ze by 4 by 3 pi r cube. Here minus Ze represents the total charge in the sphere. Thus, the negative charge in the sphere of radius x is QE gives sigma into 4 by 3 pi into x cube. That gives minus Ze by r cube into x cube. Now, Fe is equal to, Fc is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught QE into QP by x square equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught x square into minus Ze into x cube by r cube into Ze, which equals minus Z square E square x by 4 pi epsilon naught r cube. Let us assume this as equation 2. Force experienced by displaced nucleus in electric field of strength E is Fl is equal to Eq, which equals Ze into capital E. Here Fl is equal to Fc. So minus Z square E square x by 4 pi epsilon naught r cube is equal to Ze into E. Let us assume this as equation 4, and on equating we get E is equal to dipole moment by, on equating we get alpha E is equal to 4 pi epsilon naught r cube. Hence, electronic polarizability is directly proportional to the cube of the radius of the atom. Second type is ionic polarization. The ionic polarization occurs when atoms form molecules, and it is mainly due to a relative displacement of the atomic components of the molecule in the presence of an electric field. When an electric field is applied to the molecule, the positive ions displaced by x1 to the negative side electric field and negative ions displaced by x2 to the positive side of the field. The resultant dipole moment mu is equal to q of x1 plus x2 and so on. Restoring force constant depends upon the mass of the ion and natural frequency and is given by F is equal to E into capital E equals to m w naught square into x, or x is equal to E by m w naught square. Therefore, x1 plus x2 is equal to E by w naught square into 1 by small m plus 1 by capital M, where m is the mass of anion and small m is the mass of cation. Mu ionic is equal to E into x1 plus x2, which equals E square into capital E by w naught square into 1 by small m plus 1 by capital M. So, or alpha ionic is equal to mu by E, or alpha is equal to mu by E, which equals E square by w naught square into 1 by small m plus 1 by capital M. This polarization occurs at frequency 10 power 13 Hz. It is a slower process compared to electronic polarization. It is also independent of temperature. Third type is orientational polarization. It is also called as dipolar or molecular polarization. The molecules such as H2, N2, O2, Cl2, CH4, CCl4, etc. doesn't carry any dipole because center of positive charge and center of negative charge coincides. On the other hand, molecules like CH3Cl, H2O, HCl, ethyl acetate, like polar molecules, carries dipoles even in the absence of electric field. Expression for orientation polarization is alpha is equal to 4 pi epsilon naught r cube plus E square by W naught square into 1 by capital M plus 1 by small m plus mu square by 3 kT. Internal fields or local fields. Local field or internal field in a dielectrics is the space and time average of the electric field intensity acting on a particular molecule in the dielectric material. Evaluation of internal field. Consider a dielectric be placed between the plates of a parallel plate capacitor and let there be an imaginary spherical cavity around the atom A inside the dielectric. The internal field at the atom site A can be made up of 4 components E1, E2, E3 and E4. So, field E1. E1 is the field intensity at A due to charge density on the plates. So, E1 gives d by epsilon naught. D is equal to epsilon naught E plus P. E1 is equal to epsilon naught E plus P by epsilon naught. So, E1 gives E plus P by epsilon naught. Assume this as equation 1. Field E2. E2 is the field intensity at A due to the charge density induced on the two sides of the dielectric. So, E2 is minus P by epsilon naught. Take it as equation 2. Field E3. E3 is the field intensity at A due to the atoms contained in the cavity. We are assuming a cubic structure. So, E3 is 0. Next, field E4. This is due to polarized charges on the surface of the spherical cavity. dA is equal to 2 pi into PQ into QR. dA is equal to 2 pi into R sin theta into R d theta. dA gives 2 pi R square into sin theta into d theta, where dA is surface area between theta plus d theta, where dA is surface area between theta and theta plus d theta. The field due to this charge at A denoted by dE4 is given by dE4 is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught dq by r square. The field in theta is equal to 0 direction. dE4 is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into dq cos theta by r square. So, dE4 is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught r square into 2 pi r square p cos theta sin theta d theta into cos theta. So, dE4 is p by 2 epsilon naught cos square theta into sin theta into d theta. Fourth, next, thus the total field E4 due to the charges on the surface of the entire cavity is E4 is equal to P by 3 epsilon naught. The internal field or Lorentz field can be written as EI is equal to E1 plus E2 plus E3 plus E4. EI is equal to E1 is E plus P by epsilon naught minus E2 is P by epsilon naught, E3 is 0, E4 is P by 3 epsilon naught. So, EI is equal to E plus P by 3 epsilon naught. Clausius and Mossotti relation. Consider a dielectric material having cubic structure and assume ionic polarizability and orientational polarizability are 0. Alpha I and alpha O is 0. Polarization P is equal to n mu. P is equal to n alpha into E, where mu is equal to alpha E into EI, where EI is equal to E plus P by 3 epsilon naught. P is equal to n alpha into E. P is equal to n alpha into, substitute EI value, E plus P by 3 epsilon naught. Then P becomes n alpha E plus n alpha P by 3 epsilon naught. Take this n alpha P by 3 epsilon naught to the left side. Then P into 1 minus n alpha E by 3 epsilon naught gives n alpha E into capital E. P is equal to n alpha E into E by 1 minus n alpha E by 3 epsilon naught. This is equation 1. We know that polarization vector P is equal to epsilon naught E into epsilon r minus 1. Assume this as second equation. So from equations 1 and 2, we get n alpha E by 1 minus n alpha E by 3 epsilon naught equals to epsilon naught into E into epsilon naught minus 1. On solving these equations, we get n alpha E by 3 epsilon naught equals to epsilon r minus 1 by epsilon r plus 2. This ferroelectric materials or ferroelectricity. Ferroelectric crystals exhibit spontaneous polarization, that is, electric polarization without electric field. Ferroelectric crystals possess high dielectric constant. Each unit cell of a ferroelectric crystal carries a reversible electric dipole moment. Examples of such crystals or materials are barium titanate, sodium nitrate, etc. Solid dielectrics in transformers. Fibrous materials are used in air-cooled transformers. Cotton tape is used for insulating the conductors of oil-cooled transformers. High-quality synthetic resin-bonded paper in the form of cylinders is used as an insulator between core and coils and also between primary and secondary windings. Next, press board or press paper is used as a filling and as a packing material between coil. Thank you.